Thank you, and shout out to the great Nathan, Swagman himself, for doing such a wonderful job in my absence. I was abroad, traveling the United Kingdom, did shows in London on the West End, performed, traveled, went to Scotland for the first time. All my friends who are out there in the UK playing the game. First of all, respect to you for being awake so late. I know how late it is where you are because I have lived for a brief time in your time zone. And hey, great job with all the food over there. This is a big change for me. I turned into a tea drinker. I didn't drink tea before, but now I do. I love it. Gotta have tea. Gonna have tea after this. Gotta do it. Anyway, this is a Sesame Street game. I'm so excited about it. We asked for your all-time favorite Sesame character. Elvin T said Barkley, everybody's favorite gigantic dog. Dan here, Elmo and Cookie, who Kisa Love also loves. We all love Cookie Monster. We all love cookies. Anime Dan said Grover is the best. I can't really argue with that. That's my personal favorite. A Eveleth won. The Wogs Girl and Mo Cowbells all said Snuffleupagus. They all love Snuffy. D&D Fall said The Count. Wink 382 said Oscar the Grouch. Rachy Baby 1. Abby Kadabi. Tiggy 627. The Yips. You guys remember the Yips? The yip, ring telephone. And Fiction Writer 38 said I like Big Bird. And one more, UMKC Gal said Ernie, which makes me laugh. Makes me go, laughing like Ernie does. That's Ernie's laugh, everybody. Remember, yeah, it's still me. I didn't change. I'm here. There you go. I'm so excited, folks. Sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to the Sesame Street edition of Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone? This game is brought to you by the letters W-I-N, and this grand prize number, that is, take a look, $1,000. And when you correctly answer 10 multiple choice Sesame Street trivia questions, you will win your share of it. But of course, that's not all. In this game, you will earn one bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1. Even if you've already been eliminated, here's the reminder. I'm reminding myself as much as I'm reminding all of you. If you win the game today, then those bonus SB that you picked up on your journey are automatically added on top of your share of the grand prize. Otherwise, if you don't win the game, you can still pick up the bonus SB. You will have to claim them at the end of the game in order to keep them. Fortunately for you, that's simple enough. You just click the claim button once the game is ended. You don't leave early. Here's another reason not to get discouraged and leave early. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize. Now, there are two ways to rejoin. One is using SB. The other, more preferable way, of course, is the free rejoin, as we call it in the biz. And here's a hot tip for you. You can click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime a game's not happening and get free rejoins by watching videos. And, of course, each game, we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least one SB in the game. The winners from Thursday are here. There they are. They've been credited already, thanks to the team for taking care of that in my absence, and to everyone else who doesn't see their name up there. And I know that's thousands upon thousands of you. You know what I'm going to say. These are words of encouragement to you. Please keep playing and claiming, because next time the winner could be you. But for now, we're going to mint new winners in this game. It is time to get the game started, and here we go. This is question number 1. What color is Big Bird in the original Sesame Street? Is he yellow, purple, or pink? If you follow us on Twitter, you would have had a hint about this. And a whole big old picture of Big Bird for you. He's the biggest resident of Sesame Street, but he's also just a little kid at the end of the day, and his bright yellow feathers convey just how friendly he is. He's yellow, of course. He's a big yellow bird. 96% of you getting that one right. Well done. I have a feeling all the people eliminated are going to rejoin, along with some stragglers. We got over 14,250 people in grand prize contention, and that number continues to rise as our stragglers come in. And here is Big Bird. There he is, in case there's any question. There he is, big yellow bird. His legs have been different colors over the years. They were blue at some point, pink, purple. That's all been in there. But he's a yellow bird. Look at the majority of him. You wouldn't call him anything but yellow. I know you wouldn't. All right, let's move on to question number 2. Every question you get right from here on in gets you 1 bonus SB. Here it is, question number 2. What city is home to Sesame Street? Is it Allentown, New York, or Seattle? We're looking for the city that is home to Sesame Street, both the actual production and, the city it's set in. While the show was made for children around the country and eventually the world, it always had an urban feel, and early on in the show, you could really feel all that New York City coming through, the grit of New York of the late 60s and early to mid 70s when I was watching, late 70s actually, but New York is the answer, 85% of you getting that one right. Well done. Sesame Street is not in Allentown, Pennsylvania, nor is it in Seattle, Washington. But of the 15% of you that did not get that right, almost all of you rejoining, keeping us over 14,000 people in grand prize contention. So you knew that one. I know you did. And we can move on to question number 3, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which Sesame Street character is Bert's roommate? Is it Rocco, Telly, or Ernie? We're looking for Bert's roommate. If you came early and talked about favorite Muppets or favorite Sesame Street characters, you would have gotten this one, I bet. They're Sesame Street's resident odd couple, and even though they're different from one another, Bert and Ernie teach kids the importance of cooperation and sharing and friendship. I'm going to throw that on there too. Everybody knew Ernie was the answer, and here they are, the most famous roommates ever. Ernie on one side, Bert on the other, in reverse order. I think of them as Bert and Ernie, but they're Ernie and Bert right there. There you go. Let's move on to question number 4 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Sesame Street was created by which production company? Is it Paramount Pictures, the Children's Television Workshop, or MTM Productions? Looking for the production company behind Sesame Street. Founded by Joan Gans Cooney and Lloyd Morissette in 1966 with the mission to create what became Sesame Street, the Children's Television Workshop is now known as Sesame Workshop. Makes more sense. I mean, it is Sesame Street. That's the reason for the season over there. 92% of you knew that the Children's Television Workshop was the answer. Well done. Only 5% going with Paramount and 3% MTM. And those of you in the know could tell me that MTM stands for Mary Tyler Moore. That was her production company. Let's move on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which Sesame Street character lives in a trash can? Is it Zoe, Bob, or Oscar the Grouch? Sesame Street character who lives in a trash can. Who is it? Originally orange, a summer vacation in the swamp gave him his distinctive green color. And, of course, the winning personality of Oscar the Grouch was there from the get-go. That's right, scram! Oscar the Grouch is the answer, but don't scram. Stick around. Do the opposite of what Oscar the Grouch would tell you to do. He would want you to scram. I want you to stick around. Pretty much everybody getting that one right, so we can move on to question number 6. But first, there's Oscar for you. Look, he's just not a happy guy. I feel bad for him. Let's move on to question number 6, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Who hosts Sesame Street's Monster Piece Theater, often eating his pipe at the end of segments? Is it Cookie Monster, Harry, or Mr. Hooper? Who hosts Monster Piece Theater? Classics like Much Ado About Nothing and more modern scripts like 10 Angry Men get the Monster Piece treatment, which is always teed up by Alistair Cookie, who you know better as Cookie Monster, of course. Me, Alistair Cookie. Welcome to Monster Piece Theater. Me, Alistair Cookie. For those of you, we had 48% of you get that one wrong, 52%. There he is. There is Alistair Cookie himself, very clearly Cookie Monster in an ascot and a smoking jacket. And he will eat his pipe at the end because he doesn't have a cookie nearby, and he'll just demolish whatever solid object is near him. So there you go. The 48% of you, 37% go with Mr. Hooper. He was the owner of the general store, of course, passed away in the early 80s. And Harry Monster, neither of those were the hosts of Monster Piece Theater. It's only Cookie Monster, of course. So the 48% of you that did not get it, we had over 2/3 if you come right back in. And we're on to question number 7, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Sesame Street was almost given what name? Was it 123 Avenue B, ABC Avenue, or Monster Alley? This is part of Sesame Street lore. It is out there. You can find it all over the place. You truly can. The address wasn't used because it's an actual address in the East Village, which means if you lived at 123 Avenue B, you would not want people showing up trying to visit the count. He would not live at your apartment. 123 Avenue B is the answer. 38% of you getting that one right, but that does mean this was our most difficult question yet because 62% of you just got eliminated. But I believe that many of you are going to be able to rejoin, even though we had a tough one right before that. And it looks like we're going to get close to half of you back in. We're down to about 7,300 people in grand prize contention with only 3 questions left to go. This next one, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right, is question number 8. What is the name of Grover's superhero character? Is it Bat Grover, Super Grover, or Spider Grover? The helmet, the cape, you know what I'm talking about. I know one of you said that Grover is your favorite, so I know you're getting this one. He's not the most effective superhero. More prone to crashing into a bunch of trash cans during his landing than saving the day, but we still love Super Grover just the same, the most cuddly of superheroes. And there we go, 94% of you getting that one right. Well done. I'm guessing a bunch of you who are not still in grand prize contention just picked up a bonus SB, and that's what it's all about. Stick-to-itiveness, folks. Let's move on to question number 9, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What is the full last name of Sesame Street's Snuffy? Is it Snuffleupagus, Snuffman, or Snufferton? What is Snuffy short for? Hey, bird. For several years, everyone was convinced that Big Bird had made him up because he would always leave just before they showed up. But Aloysius P. Snuffleupagus, of course, is real. Got parents that look like him and everything. 6,594 people knew that answer and are ready for our final question. But first, we didn't look at Super Grover. I just want to show him to you. There he is hanging out with some cows. We love Super Grover around these parts. But a quick reminder to you that there are 2 ways of getting SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia. Outside of these really fun live games, we have a whole other game mode if you weren't aware. It's the Daily Trivia Challenge, a quick, hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day. Second is by clicking on the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in our app. That is a way that you can install and play other games on your phone to earn SB. It is also the home of the Daily Tapjoy Wall. This is the season. Everybody's trying to amp up their gift card earning because the holidays are here, and Tapjoy is a great way to do it. It is an offer wall filled with quick, easy-to-complete offers. You can check Daily Discover off of your to-do list in minutes, plus all the ways I mentioned will earn you SB towards your daily goal. But Tapjoy really, I call it Daily Tapjoy. It's something you should do every single day. No matter how much time you have to spend with Tapjoy, there's an amount that you can earn, and the SB add up quicker than you might think. So please check it out after the game. Just click the smaller version of this image, and you'll be all set. All right, let's move on. We got 6,683 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. About 14,500 of you have stuck around to the end. And there is one more bonus SB up for grabs if you can correctly answer our final question. Here is question number 10. The original Sesame Street often teaches children what non-English language? Is it Spanish, Klingon, or Esperanto? Of course, Sesame Street does appear in several other countries, but we're talking about the original U.S. one. Part of Sesame Street's mission was preparing children for the world emotionally, intellectually, and socially. And of course, learning Spanish remains a great skill to have. Spanish is the answer. 6,464 people knew that answer and are splitting our grand prize today. Well done to you all. Let's meet a few of these grand prize winners, each of whom are taking home 16 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonus SB you earned along the way. We got Lovebug to the King. Congratulations. Charnelian, congratulations to you. Coming up, Roses, you're coming up a winner. Congratulations. Kitchen Nerd Home. I'm a kitchen nerd too. Congratulations to you. And Jessica Kenya, just a few of our grand prize winners. Congratulations to all of you. And congratulations to the people who earned bonus SB and stuck around to claim them. You are winners in my book. Now that you have all these new SB in your account, you know what to do with them. Redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Great job today. That's all I have for you. So please see us tomorrow for our Tuesday live game. It's going to be fun. And bring a friend, won't you? Thank you for playing Daily Trivia Live. We'll see you then, my friends.